Play. Yeah.
It's the king of love track, baby. Take, wheel. Take, wheel. Everybody take, wheel.
Yeah.
Come on, take, wheel.
Come on in. Let me come on in.
Everybody take, wheel. You got to speak to me.
Yeah, how you feeling that right there? That tone is folk Carolina stuff.
Oh yeah, get you in the mood, man.
Folk Carolina stuff. Okay, you gotta get your blood moving a little bit there. That's what we do, baby.
They see the wings on my back and they know I'm gon' fly. So what the fuck supposed to do? Just try to please people. Got my indicator.
Yeah.
Remember, used to put mistakes.
Shout out to Erica in the building already. What's up there, Eric? That's
Never told all my enemies I couldn't be a rat.
yeah. So boom. Okay. Yeah. Gotta make sure y'all send that link out. Make sure they send. Laura, go ahead and send that link out. Erica, send that link out to many people you can. You know what I'm saying? You gotta send it out. Send it out. Yeah. We're gonna have a good time tonight. What you understand that? Beginning a new era. Yeah. Just for my killers who just straight up murder. Leave you in the sewer dead just like a ninja turtle. Yeah. Hey, welcome to another great episode of Five Casters. And y'all know how we do it on Five Cast. We just make things smooth and easy for you. Now, like I put it, if you look at the description, what I wrote in on the YouTube description, this young man right here to my right, it's so funny. I've been riding by his building for weeks and weeks and weeks. I've been riding by the building, and so I was just kind of like, you know what, I need to stop by there. One, because there was one sign in particular that kind of caught my eye. Well, one I noticed is always neat. I said, man, for auto place, it's always neat around there. Like you see stuff all laying around and stuff. I said, but you never see nothing just laying around. I said, like, I see people working and they be actually working, handling their business, and then end of the evening or whatever, I ride back by it and it's just all clean and neat over there. It's like, what? So but I saw a sign. The sign said a free state inspection with an oil change. Now, I'm just saying, I've never heard of that. I know it might be out there somewhere, but I just never heard of it. You know what I'm saying? And for it to be on the building, not on a little rinky-dinky sign. This is like on the building. And so I just thought that was unique and new. So of course, I have my slingshots and stuff like that. And I said, you know what, I need to get an inspection on my slingshot. I said, but I need to find a place to do it. And so I fell up in there, and young lady came out, was talking to her, and I was like, hey, y'all do inspection on slingshot? I was like, oh yeah, sure. And I'm like, for real? I said, oh, check this out. We about to have this business thing because I'm about to run these things up through here, and that's a cool thing. So I left, and I came on back a little later, and saw the young man to my right. He was like, I thought he was a customer, honestly, because he was just like engaging, just like he was a customer by vehicle. The next thing you know, he came over to me. We just started talking. We just had a regular conversation, great conversation too. And he was talking about slingshot stuff like that. I'm like, nah, man, go and take it for a spin. Just going around. He like, huh, for real? Yeah, man, take it for a spin. Then next thing I know, I found out he was the owner of the place. You know what I'm saying? And so I just like, whoa. But the good thing about it, and this what was unique about it, we just had a conversation. It wasn't a conversation about what we do, what we got, or nothing. We had a grown person's conversation, and I really appreciate that. So without further ado, I got my man, CEO, the owner, you know what I'm saying, along with his wife. Don't play around with this right here. But my man, Big Jim in the building. What's going on, Jay?
Hey, Jim, what's going on?
Come on, man.
I'm so glad you have us on the show. I'm really grateful.
Oh, man, come on. How could I not do it? Like, we had a great conversation, bro.
It was just a good conversation. It was like just everyday conversation, almost like we knew each other.
I know, it was crazy, right?
It's just insane, man. And we started talking, and just one thing went to the other, and,
right.
And then we actually stumbled upon my story.
Yeah, and it was so, you don't know how I do. I don't really like to know too much about a person, but it was just some of the stuff he was telling me. I was just like, yo, like, it was just amazing to me. It was really amazing. In fact, even before he came, one of the things that touched me was when he was talking about starting on a tent, right? Just, this is where it started. So before he came, he had sent me a picture of the actual tent, and I, you see these tents and stuff like that, different places, but it's just really amazing how, like, when you hear something from the ground up, when you hear people say they start from the bottom, now they hear, like, this is one of those things to me. Okay, may not be to somebody else, but to me, I think it's amazing. But to see the facility that him and his wife have is just one. It's perfect. I'm talking about the building is wonderful. I mean, they got the lifts. It's clean. That's the thing. It's clean. It's an automotive place, but it's clean. So and cars stay up in there. I mean, they stay busy. I mean, shout out to them being busy. The busy game be strong, Jay.
Very strong.
Very, very strong.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is how we started. Just tell people a little quick summary about, what I'm saying, who you are or whatever. And then what I'll do, I'll go ahead and jump into the story part.
That's great. Again, thank you for having us on. My name is Jim. I am the owner of Northwest Houston Automotive Repair.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the Heights. The first thing I want to say to people is that, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth.
Okay.
I come from humble means, born and raised in Monroe, Louisiana.
Okay, he ain't in Monroe. I done been through that many times going across 20. Don't act like I ain't been through there, Jay. I done been through.
That is the place to be,
Ooh.
man. You want some good food?
Come on,
and some
man.
Nice.
That was one of my stops, baby.
Home style people that come down to Monroe.
Man, you better hit Monroe, Louisiana, y'all.
Good homie folks down there, man. Seriously though, that's where we started at. I grew up and I went to college there.
Don't tell the story yet. You know what I'm saying? So we just kind of want to know that you know this is what you got. Where's your business located at?
We're located in the Heights, 14. I'm sorry.
You better tell my address. Shout out to just about put my address out on the street. Don't do that to him.
Yeah, but we're in the Heights on West 22nd Street.
West 22nd Street. You better know what street to be on. That's the hottest street out here in the streets. I'm telling you. Okay. And the reason why I stopped you there, because one, that becomes part of the story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as this right here, to kind of just make people really understand who you are and where you come from. Yeah. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. On what we do on Firecast, we go back in the crates. We're gonna dig in the crates. The first thing I have to ask you is, are there any siblings that you have that grew up with you in the house?
Definitely. I have 7 other siblings.
7 pieces. Shout out to all 7 of them, everybody. And we shout out here too. So when you hear a shout out, I'm probably gonna push that yellow button. Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
All right.
Most of them, for the most part, are still with us.
Okay.
I have one brother passed.
Okay. All right. So it's 7. So in that 7, like, what was the 8? Who's the oldest? How many years was the oldest, and how many years was the youngest?
So actually, in the clan, I'm the youngest.
Okay. Oh, so the baby. So that's the great thing.
I am the youngest.
So you were the baby.
Yeah.
What did they call you? They call you Little Jim back in the days?
They call me Jimmy Jr.
Jimmy Jr. Oh, JJ in there. Shout out to that on Jimmy Jr. All right. So
they still call me Jimmy Jr.
All right. So Jimmy Jr. out here, right? So let's go ahead. You the youngest, you the baby. So we're gonna start you off at I'm gonna give you age 11. So let's go back in the crates a little bit. We're gonna go back to old Jimmy Jr., 11 years old. Talk about it. Where you at? What was your mind process when you were 11?
That's a very interesting question that you asked me, because now I'm kind of letting my mind kind of walk back down memory lane. And I remember when I was 11 years old, you're not going to believe this. I had that entrepreneurial spirit when I was young.
What?
11
At
years
11?
old. At 11 years old, man, I was never a child who would go in and ask my parents for anything. On Saturday morning,
right,
I would get up out of the bed, grab my lawnmower, my bicycle, and I would ride about 2 or 3 miles down the road, hustle me up about 50 cents.
Come on now.
And would go down to the gas station,
right,
and fill up my gas can and go around the neighborhood cutting yards.
Come on, man.
I did that every Saturday.
So you hustled the gas money and not ask for gas money.
I didn't ask for it.
You went and hustled that money, got that 50, and got that gas.
Yes. And
hold on, man. Shut up that right there. Already. What?
Yeah. That's how I did it. While my friends were playing, sleeping, I was working. I was out working. I was actually raised by my aunt.
Okay. What's her name?
Bernie's done.
Aunt Bernice, I know she could cook.
Yo,
You ain't gonna act like Aunt Bernice couldn't
oh,
lay something down on move them pots around. Did she move them around?
She can move them around, man.
Ooh, boy, shout out to
She
the
cooked
boy,
some mean chitlins, man.
Come on now.
And mean chitlins, black eyed peas.
Oh, not the black eyes.
Oh yeah,
Not
man.
the black eyed
And
peas.
sweet potato.
Oh,
and cornbread.
Lord. Ooh. Was it a skillet cornbread?
Oh, it was cooked in it with that big old giant pan of cornbread. She cooked in the oven, man.
Ooh, come on now.
It was wonderful.
Shout out to Aunt Bernice doing her thing. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, there. I ain't trying to stop your story. I just had to think about. I could taste them daggone. Ooh, I could taste that.
Man, them chitlins was good back
Come
then.
on,
But I won't eat them now,
I
Doc.
know that's right. Shout out to that. I don't mess with them chitlins. but I knew people that could cook them. I knew them. I ain't say I ate them, but listen, they smell good.
Yeah,
But I just wouldn't eat them.
they had.
So I never ate. I've
they had a
never
unique smell.
eaten chili.
Oh yeah.
Ever.
And listen, man, you ate what you had to eat
And
back
you did liver.
then. Yeah,
The
I didn't go
cheapest-
there. I didn't go that far.
Listen, we poor.
I'd eat some hog maws. I do that now. I eat some hog maws.
Hey, we were real poor. Liver was the cheapest meat. Period.
Oh no, Doc. I couldn't.
If you ever ate liver, you know you didn't like it.
Oh no.
It's just you knew it was the cheapest meat. And it was meat. And so shout out to my mom's single parent. She did her thing.
Yeah.
She had to do what she had to do. That liver game was strong.
Yeah.
Liver game was on point.
Yeah. So like I said, my friends, man, they'd be out there playing and they'd be in the bed asleep, but not me, man. I'd be out there working. Work was just something that was just integrated in my fiber. My
Right.
dad was a hardworking man.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, he worked at the lumber mill.
Ooh, so you know that work.
Oh yeah, that was back then when they didn't have forklifts and all this. I mean, he'd carry pounds of lumber on his shoulder,
Ooh.
and so he was a big, strong guy.
Come on, man.
Oh yeah, man. My dad was.
That's Big Jimmy.
That's Big Jimmy,
Damn,
man.
shout out to Big Jimmy.
That's Big Jimmy.
Big Jimmy moving logs like lumberjack.
Oh, he was. He was doing it, man, and he was a hardworking man, and so I just think that spirit just kind of bled over to me.
Bled on off to you.
Yeah, it did. And as a young man, I was a hardworking young guy, and then grew up and went to high school.
Okay, so that's the next step right there. So ninth grade. What school we at?
At that time, I was at Wasman High School.
Wasman High School, home of the Golden Bears.
Well, no, it was the Wasman Wildcats.
The Wildcats. Okay, the Wildcats then, right?
Yeah.
So in ninth grade, now you said you were the youngest, so that means your siblings kind of went through there already.
They had already.
So they already done laid some foundation. You know what I'm saying? They laid the foundation.
Yeah,
so it wasn't gonna be no issue for you coming to school. It was like, listen, that's little Jimmy mess with me, want to. Y'all mess with JJ, you want to. You're gonna see some situations.
Yeah, I had two older brothers that had already, well, one of my brothers went to a school called Richwood.
Okay.
Richwood High School.
Right.
So which was one of our rivals that we played when we played football.
Okay.
Then.
So now you mentioned football on this piece right here. So in ninth grade, were you playing these sports?
I was playing football.
What'd you play? What position?
I played running back.
So come on now, you weren't cutting the hole. You were hitting the slots on them, wasn't you? What?
I was.
Slot game again. Okay then. So ninth grade.
Yeah.
You came in, have a little reputation about you because I'm sure you was in junior high, whatever they call the school before ninth grade.
Yeah.
They already knew you was coming.
They already
because they always looking for them running backs.
Oh,
That's just the way it works.
That's why I was.
You're gonna look for the running backs.
Yeah.
Okay. So how was it your first year playing football? Ninth grade. How was that?
That was fun, man. When I was in ninth grade, 10th, I loved to run. I would run.
Right.
I would take off. Coach would tell me to run. I would just run sometimes nonstop.
So you the kid that was smiling running.
I was smiling running.
Yeah, we ain't like you. You know what I'm saying? Because you the one kept us running all the time because we didn't like to run.
Yeah,
I was from.
I'd run the track. I'd run them bleachers, man.
Right.
I'd never get tired. I love to run.
So why do you think you had that type of charge inside of you?
It was that drive, man. That was, that desire to succeed.
Okay.
It was something that always been with me. Junior high school, same thing. High school, all the time I was going through high school.
Right.
Just had that drive to succeed. Even though there were guys sometimes bigger than me, almost twice my size.
That heart was there.
Oh, it was there, man. I didn't give up. I get knocked down sometimes. 4 or 5 yards
Right.
back. But hey, look, I got up and I got back out there again.
Right.
I didn't let that stop me, man.
Man, shout out to that right there.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna run to a commercial real quick, and we're gonna come on back and we're gonna see what happened when the big JJ jumped up there and went on over to went up to his senior year. We're gonna see what he was thinking about and how things were kind of moving on that right there. So we're gonna jump into my girl, Sunshine Trucker, you know what I'm saying, Pamula baby, and we'll be right back.
I remember my first paycheck as a company driver. I was appalled. How could I survive on $600 a week gross? Paying bills and managing over the road on a trainer's truck, things could get tight. I knew then that I had to help create the change that I wanted to see. To be impactful to the underserved trucking community, I founded my nonprofit Sunshine for Truckers.
Hey, we back. Hey, like I said, hey, shout out to my girl Pamula baby. You know what I'm saying, with Sunshine Truckers out there supporting the truckers out here today. All right, so we're back to my special guest here. Now JJ said he was around there. He'll take a hit or two. It didn't matter. He'll fall back. He'll put that Barry Sanders on him, keep pumping them legs, and he'll get it back and push up on you. So now, evidently, you football was your thing in high school.
Yeah.
Okay, you ain't play no basketball.
No.
You ain't do none of that football. What you know. You know what I'm saying? So even before we get to the 12th grade part, but still through high school, did you still have that hustle? Were you cutting grass? I mean, what's some other jobs you were doing?
I was still, I just kept that hustle going, at that time. I really didn't have much transportation, so I couldn't really get around at that time. But,
right.
I used what I had. That was my bicycle. I got
Right.
around in it. It got me through.
Okay.
I'd take up odd jobs here and there.
Right.
And I kept my little drive going, my little hustle going on the weekend. And
Right.
sometimes I would earn enough money to buy my own clothes and buy my own shoes,
And shout out to that right there, taking some load off of, you know what I'm saying? Auntie, everything.
I did. And I would get out there and do it, man. And I would always tell myself, it's something I wanted to do with myself in life,
Right.
And so I just never let that. I never let anything opposition stand in my way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so just getting on up there in high school, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, still playing football, and kind of lost interest a little bit when I got in college. I played for a little while.
Okay.
And
all right, so 12th grade.
Mhm.
It's the end of your senior year.
Yeah.
All right. So what were your thoughts at that point? What was JJ thinking at that point, 12th grade? What was your mind at? Am I gonna leave Monroe? I'm not gonna leave Monroe. I mean, what's the deal?
It was a tough decision for me.
Why you say it was tough? I don't want to ask nothing deep, nothing like that.
No, I mean,
Okay.
not really nothing I haven't already shared. My wife knows pretty much everything. I thought it was a love, and I was in 12th grade.
Yeah, because we talk about, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Eric, we talking about something old now. This some old stuff right
She
here.
already knows.
Eric, don't come beating them up soon as you come pulling up in the house now.
She already knows.
Shout out to Eric again, you know what I'm saying? Erica don't play.
Yeah, I thought I was in love.
Yeah.
And when I was in that like 11th, 12th grade.
Yeah, we all did it now.
But you know what I was actually doing? I forgot about this. I was actually coming back and forth to Houston.
Hold up now, what?
Yeah, I was in Louisiana. I would come out here in the summertime.
So what were you doing out this way?
I would stay with my sister for a while.
Okay, shout out to you. So what's her name?
Jean.
Goddamn Jean.
Yeah.
Jean had that boy out here in Houston.
She had me out here. And
you know what I'm saying? Look, Erica said, I already know. That's what Erica like. I already know this. Don't worry about that.
So I was coming back and forth to Houston, and actually I would have me a little part-time job.
Okay.
Working during the
little piece of part-time out here. You know what I'm saying?
I was working, help me working for Mickey D's.
Come on now, you put McDonald's. You were here like my man. What's my man used to be on McDonald's, them commercials back in the day when we were young. He was gonna work fries later on. What was his thing? Remember the McDonald's commercials used to come on? Somebody think about it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Don Kraft.
I drew a blank there.
I can't think of it right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
so
you already kind of knew about some city life a little bit.
I did.
Then.
I was coming back and forth to Houston, like when I got around, let's say around the 10th, 11th, and 12th. So how was it looking for you? You were leaving Houston, going back to Monroe every time. Like there's a big
difference
I
in
was
the two.
coming. Yeah, it's a huge difference, man.
Yeah.
That big city life was something to get adjusted to.
Right.
But I did it. I was used to that country life.
Mm-hmm.
That little small country life.
Right.
Kind of sometimes when you're young, it's kind of hard to get away from it.
Right there,
I
yeah.
just yeah. And so I really didn't want to leave home.
Okay.
I mean, I just didn't want to. And
Right.
but my sister would often encourage me to come out, visit
Right.
with her. And so I did. I would come out, stay the summertime, I'll go back.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So
So toward grade year, you had a decision to make. Though.
I did have. It was a tough decision because, like
Mhm.
I said, I thought I was really in love,
Yeah.
and so I come to find out, when I went back home,
Yeah.
I left in the summertime,
Come on now.
to come to Texas, right, to stay for a little while. So I
Yeah.
said, I'm going back home. So I went back home, and the person that I thought I was in love with
Right.
was pregnant by another
Okay.
guy.
Shout out to listen. You know what I'm saying? Erica was
Oh,
listen,
she wasn't even on the
I
scene
know,
at the time.
but Erica has some vibes going back this way because she knew you were gonna come back this way later on in life. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. She was planting some seeds. God know what he be doing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so okay, so you found out that wasn't for you.
Yeah, I found out that wasn't for me.
Okay,
man.
all
And
right, ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody go through a little something.
Yeah,
know.
so it's like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead on and do my little college thing.
Okay, so now what would you like? What made your decision to go to wherever you went? Like, what did that? What pulled you to whatever school you went to?
Yeah, so I knew that I needed to get some form of education.
Okay.
And so that's what I did. So I
Mm.
just kind of dropped off the scene for a little while
Mm-hmm.
and just did my
Where'd you go? What school you go to?
did my college studies. I went for a little while in Louisiana.
Okay.
And then I came out here to Texas.
Okay. Shout out to that right there.
Yeah. And did some time at TSU.
Mhm.
And finally I finished up my grad and came on out.
Okay.
And so I was actually gonna go to the military.
Huh?
Yeah, I was gonna go.
After college or?
Yeah, it was after that. So I said, I'm gonna go to the military.
Right.
But I decided, no, I don't think I want to do that. I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and stay here, and that's what I did. I moved to Texas,
Okay.
and stayed out here.
Right.
And but I always knew I was good with my hands.
Okay. Got it.
So I said, well, I had a kind of a decision like, okay, if I'm gonna go to college and work in the medical field.
Mm.
So I was like, okay, I had a decision between whether I'm gonna fix people or I'm gonna fix cars.
So why medical?
It was something my sister was pushing me to do.
Okay, got it.
Because she's a registered nurse.
Okay.
And
Well, you went to school. You went to school for what?
I went for business administration.
Business. Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Business. Okay.
Yeah,
Got
so I
it.
went there for business, and so she was trying to push me that direction.
Okay. Got
She
it.
wanted me
Because she
to-
knew where the money. Sister
knew-
always gonna listen, boy. That money gonna be over here.
Yes,
Yeah,
she kind of knew that, but deep down inside me, I kind of felt like that was not what I really wanted. I wanted to, but I didn't want to.
Okay. Got it.
I kind of had mixed feelings about it.
Right.
And so I took this test. It was like an equivalency type test to kind of determine what I was going to
Right.
or wanted to do. And so when I took that test, it says that you would be good with your hands. And so I I started working on cars. That's where I started. I started working on cars.
Okay. Cause you remember what year that was?
It was back in '87.
Okay. So all right. Shout out to that's the real mechanics came out that year right there. That was a good
87.
year for working on cars now.
Yeah, I started
Because you
working
knew
on
how to
cars.
really work on them.
Yeah, and so I really actually took a liking to it.
So what are some things you started off with?
Actually, I started out just being a lube tech.
Okay.
Changing oil.
Okay, shout out. Well,
And-
listen, everybody listen. I even thought about having a little mobile oil thing because one, I say, there's a lot of people who don't like to go get their oil changed. What if I made a mobile thing and I just went to their house and changed the oil? I actually thought about that.
Did you
know?
really?
Yeah,
Did you
I
really?
really did. I'm really because I think it's smart.
Yeah.
Because one, like for the seniors and stuff like that, if you offer those service for seniors and things like that, man, I'm telling you, you can't lose. I don't think you can lose that.
No, you can't because a lot of things are moving towards mobile.
Yeah.
In this day and age. But you still got that. The shop. People
Oh
people
yeah, you
people
gotta
just
have a
love
shop. You
shop.
gotta have a shop now.
People love shops.
Yeah.
People want to go to shop. A lot of
Mhm.
times people don't want you to come to their house, and I understand that. But I kind of got started there. And listen, I was again, man, I was a hardworking guy. I mean, I would work hard. I'd come in and man, I'd practically clean up the whole shop. Nobody would be around. My boss never had to tell me to do anything. I would come in, I would clean the whole shop. I would empty all the trash. I would do everything. It never defined who I was. Me emptying trash, cleaning the restroom, I never let that define me. I always knew in the back of my mind that I wanted to do something greater.
Got it.
And so and so I knew that in order for me to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish, I had to work hard at it.
Oh, got it.
I had to work. Had to work hard, and I did. Uh, and so, being a young man at that time, I was like 18, 19 years old.
Mhm.
And I knew, and being a young black man,
Right.
basically back then, that was really for lack of a better word, that was really a white man's world
Okay. Got
back
it.
then. But I blended in. I did what I had to do. Uh, suffered through the name calling and all of that. I just didn't let that. I didn't let that stop me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I could have, but I didn't. Because I had a plan in my mind. Even as a young man, I knew in the back of my mind I wanted to do something with myself.
Mm.
And so I worked for a lot of different companies,
Right.
like
From the automotive
in the
industry.
automobile
Okay.
industry. Yes,
Right.
Goodyear,
Mm.
Firestone. Your big names. I used to work for these guys.
So you getting your apprenticeships in.
I
You
was,
know what I'm
man.
saying? So it was the apprenticeship process. You
But
know what I'm saying? For
listen,
you building your
I was
brand.
building right.
Building your brand.
This is the crazy thing about it, right? At that time, those companies, they were Fortune 500 companies. They were they were nationwide.
Right.
At that time, these companies were offering training, to their technicians, and so, I was one of those type of people. I worked hard.
Right.
I let my bosses see how hard working I was, and it always paid off.
Mm.
And so, when they would have classes, and they would have training, I would always sign up if they didn't nominate me to do it because they always thought that my work ethics were
Right.
was superb. So they would often invite me to go to these classes. So they would have training classes sometimes in Ohio, Akron, or they would have training classes in Dallas, Texas.
Right.
And so I took them. I took the classes. Whatever classes that they would offer, I took. I wanted to become a better technician.
Right.
And so I had decided that I want to move up and do something different. And so this is how I really got started. I decided that I want to be in sales. So I wanted to, yeah. And so a position opened up for me. The training opened up. I went and did the training. And so I never shied away from it. And so I said in my mind, even as a young man, 18, 19, 20 years old, whatever I was back then, I said in my mind, I'm going to take advantage of all of these trainings.
As you should have.
As you should have.
Right.
I took advantage
because you saw them, they were opportunities.
They were opportunities.
Well, some people gonna be like, "Oh man, I don't want to go do that," but you said you had a plan. You knew what you wanted.
I knew what I wanted to do. And I knew that ultimately that one day I wanted to own my own business.
Right.
And so I said I'm going to use this as a stepping stone. And I did that.
Right.
And so I would take advantage any training classes that they would offer.
Right. I was on it.
I was on it, man. I did it. I took advantage of them. They were free. And so
they paying for it. What?
Oh yeah, I didn't have to pay.
No, I said they
were paying for it. Exactly.
You know what? And it's so funny you say that, because one, as you look at things, and I probably think is with anyone, maybe if they think this way, you know, as when we're younger, we are there to learn some different things,
Right.
And if we can look at things as opportunities, as
Mhm.
you said, right? And so I go back to you being in the military, right?
Right.
Just everything is forward led, meaning that one that you're in a position, but you're not working in the position that you're working in.
Right.
You're working in for the next position.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I get you.
So there are different duties and responsibilities that you have. You can look at them like, hey man, I don't want to do this. Or you can like, you know what? I know what I'm gonna own later on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm about to go get all this free training you want to give me.
Right.
So that one, I can take all that knowledge
Yeah.
and apply it to my business, my brand. You know, and I'll tell you this right here with the military, the one thing that it does well is marketing. It markets well and it sells well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you in this system for as many years as I was in it, 25 years, you don't think at some point I learned marketing? You don't think at some point it wasn't inculcated in me to learn sales?
Yeah.
To learn how to communicate with people?
Definitely.
From all backgrounds,
right.
No matter what, right?
Yeah. Right.
And you take that and say, you know what? I want to use it for myself now.
Right.
Because I did it for somebody else for free for years, right? They sent me to all this training for free. All that lovely training they sent me to. Lord, they sent me to some training.
Yeah.
And then for you to say that as a young man and say, you know what? They want to send you here. They want to send you there. You went.
I took it. I took it, man. And so, you know, I digress for just a moment.
No problem.
You know, I say to any young people that might be listening to this, you know, nobody's going to give you anything. You know what I mean? You nobody's going to give you anything.
Right.
If you want it and you want it bad enough,
right,
you go after it and you go get it. You know, and so and if they make it available to you,
right.
I mean, by all means, buy into it. You know, take that and you use that, and that's what I did as a young man. Every opportunity, Gene, that I had to improve myself and better myself, I took it. I took advantage of it, and so you know, they were training me to stay with them for years, but I know that in the back of my mind, I had something else in my mind.
Exit strategy.
There you go. And it was definitely an exit strategy, and I utilized that to the maximum, you know. And so I as you know, as time, you know, progressed on, you know, I don't want to get too much into my own personal life, but as time progressed, you know, the more time passed, the more it became more and more clear. I had this vision in my head, you know, that you know, one day this is what I wanted to do. You know, I wanted to open up my own business, and I wanted to be one who give others opportunity.
So as you had that vision, did you know what type of business before you even did it? Did you know what type of business
I knew
you wanted to
I
open?
knew exactly the type of business that I wanted, because I wanted to stay in the industry that I was already in.
Right.
Because this was familiar territory to me.
Okay, cool.
And so for years I turned wrenches.
Okay.
You know,
shout out there right there. Ain't nothing wrong with wrench turning. I turned them in a daggone minute.
I turned wrenches for years. And and so at the same time, I learned how to communicate. As you were saying, I learned how to communicate. I learned how to sell. You know, I learned how to do all of that. Write invoices, you know, make estimates. I learned it all.
Right.
As a young man. And so that's what I did. And so you know, I started working for dealerships.
Okay.
And it was kind of the same scenario, you know. I took the training that they offered at the dealerships,
right,
and I used it. And so I worked for dealerships for years. And one particular dealership that I know of that comes to mind, I worked for that dealership. I think that the whole time that I worked for that dealership, I think I missed work 2 times.
Are you serious?
I worked there for almost 5 years.
And nothing, maybe 2 piece you wouldn't have.
Maybe. maybe 2 days.
Come on, man. Look at that commitment.
Maybe.
Look at that commitment right there. Already. So you already know once he got his stuff going,
Yeah.
what was going to happen. If he was going that hard for somebody else stuff. Ooh.
I was going hard because
Right.
I mean, I enjoyed making money. I enjoyed
Right.
working. Work to me was always a fulfilling thing. I was just never one of these type of people that sit at home,
Right.
watch television all day long, or sit on the couch with my
Mm.
girlfriend.
Right.
You know, that was just not me.
Okay.
You know, I wanted to work.
Right.
That's all I wanted to do. And so, you know, I worked there at that particular dealership. As I stated, you know, I think maybe I missed work once or twice. Sometimes
Right.
I would be like real sick. You know, I still went to work.
Still winning.
I still went in.
Mm.
They never knew I was even sick. They never, because I never showed it.
Mm.
And so, you know, I still went to work, and so they would try to make me take vacation time. I said, no, you know, I don't want to take vacation time.
Right.
I want to work. You know, I kept working. So what I did, this is what I did. I kept working. I kept
Mhm.
working. I kept accumulating my vacation time.
Right.
I kept accumulating my severance pay, so forth and so on. So I decided that I'm going to go ahead. It was back in 1999.
Okay, 99. 99. The
1999.
summer.
19.
Another summer. Get down.
it was
Down
the-
to the fucking drummer.
It was the summer.
Come on now.
It really was.
You
It
right
was,
there with
it was-
Public Enemy.
that
then.
was-
You know what I'm
It was definitely there, man.
saying?
It was the summer of 1999. It's
Come on
actually
now.
July.
Mm.
I had made the decision that I'm going to retire from the dealership
Okay.
and I'm going to start my own business.
Mm.
And so I was saving money,
Right.
and so I had a lot of money that they owed me
Okay.
because I never took
Because
vacation
that time accrual you
It
had.
did, yeah. I accrued the time, like,
Right.
and so I didn't quit before my maturation day because I wanted
Okay.
to make sure that I got all my vacation pay,
Right.
and that's what I did.
Mm.
And so I got all my vacation pay,
Right.
and it was a substantial amount of money
Okay,
that I had gotten.
Right.
And so I took that money,
Mm-hmm.
Gene. I took that money and I began my own little business.
Okay. This is where this picture gonna come in.
Yeah, that's where that picture's gonna come in.
So
right
don't
there.
worry, I'm gonna put it on the on the play.
Yeah, so
I'm saying after the
for
show
a
today.
little while there, you know, I was just kind of detailing cars. You
Okay,
know,
so hold up. Now, this rewind to take half a second now.
Yeah.
So you got your bread.
I got my bread,
Okay.
and so
And then you said, I'm gonna go ahead and start this thing out. We're gonna do what I got.
I'm gonna start it. Yeah, so I kind of like,
this JJ, this Big J's son out here in
Yeah.
Houston.
yes, sir, absolutely.
So you bought this tent.
I did, but let me tell you this before I get to that.
Okay.
Don't show that just yet.
Oh, they can't see it.
Okay.
It'll come after the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
After
Okay.
the show, I put it up on.
So, you know, for a little while there, I was like, okay, I kind of just did like some car detailing.
Okay.
You know, I did a little mobile, like you was talking about the
Yeah.
mobile things. I
Yeah.
came up with this idea. I said, I'm gonna do that for a little while, and I did.
Mm-hmm. And how was that?
It was, you know what? Actually, man, I met a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I met a lot of
Bunch
people.
of future customers.
And you know what?
Listen,
It really
You gotta stop playing with me. Don't play with me, Jay. Jay, I'm not the one to play with now.
Man, it's just it's amazing because it's just kind of funny how God just kind of worked the whole thing out. You know, he just kind of set me up for this,
Right.
you know, for the future. And so I did, man. I met a lot of people. I met a lot of customers,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I was always the type of guy that I believe in taking care of my people.
Come on now.
I always believe in taking care of my customers, man. I'm telling you, I still have people, customers that I met back in 1999.
Back in 99.
They still come to me.
Still rocking with you.
They still rocking
Come
with
on
me,
now.
man.
See, and that, man, look at that. That tells it all. That tells a lot.
Yeah.
That tells a lot. So 99, you got your crew. You say, you know, I'm going to start this. I'm gonna detail some cars. You know what I'm saying? Flip some more around a little bit.
There you go.
Who's right here.
I did that.
So, but how was you doing that? Did you find a location to set up at, or did you just let them go do it with this spot right here? Like how did that work out?
Let me
Keep
tell you how
keep it
this-
real now. Keep it real up
Keep it
here.
real. You know, that's another little interesting story there because I was doing my own marketing at that time. You know, so you said you learn how to market. So I would market myself, you know. So that was back then, like, you know, times were a little different than they are right now, right? So I mean, I would go to like different offices, pass out my flyers, say, "Hey, if you ever need anything, give me a call." That's before I kind of got into the whole internet marketing and so forth. So, I just kind of did that door to door type thing, And believe it or not, man, I met so many people
Right.
with that. But then people love my work,
Okay.
and they would refer me to other people.
People don't understand that right there now.
That's how you build.
But people don't. People don't understand that.
That's how I built my business.
But you understand people don't understand that.
They don't.
And this is no shade to social media, none of that stuff like that.
No, not at all.
The one thing that will never be beat, you know what I'm saying?
It's referrals.
It's referrals, face-to-face communication.
Yeah.
You understand? And people passing you along.
Right.
In a lot of cases, you don't even have to advertise because your service advertises itself. Right?
Absolutely.
And it goes to this right here. And I'm trying to use this probably in a cliche way. I have never seen a Louis Vuitton commercial. I've never seen one.
Right.
I don't saying they don't make him, but it's just I have not seen them. I've seen Google commercials, I think, but I've never seen a Ferrari commercial. I've never seen a Lamborghini commercial because what happened is people's mouths.
Oh yeah, referral.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then when people see whatever that product is,
oh yeah,
and people talk about it,
oh yeah,
everybody else pushes it.
They want to buy it. That's right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I want somebody to think about it. If you're watching right now, you in the last week, tell me how many Lamborghini or how many Louis Vuitton commercials you've seen. I ain't talking about something somebody passed around on Instagram. But how many commercials have you seen? But yet people know, man, that's what I want.
Yeah,
that's what I want to get, and people are constantly buying them.
Yeah,
but and I didn't want to try to break away from them. But you just said a key point about people were passing you along.
Yeah,
to other people.
They were
because of your quality of your work.
Right. And so people liked the service that I gave them, and they would refer me to other people. And at that time, that's how I grew my business. That's how I grew my
at a tent, at a location.
Well, I mean, at that time I was doing, like I said, I was doing car detailing. And so that's when I had decided, I was kind of getting up there in age.
Right.
And so I couldn't be bending over like I used, when I was 20.
Man, you still young, man. You got here 45, 50 out here moving all of the new stuff right there. Low crawling and bear crawling.
I couldn't do it anymore, man. So that's when I had to, I decided at that time I met my wife back in 2012.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that right there.
Yeah,
I didn't know that piece right there. What year was that? Miss Erica rolled up on the scene.
That was 2012.
Okay, so 12 piece.
Yeah.
He out here moving and shaking. Look, hold up now, man. She wasn't one of your customers, was she?
No, she wasn't.
Okay, then shout out to I'm not messing with the customers. We don't do that right there.
No.
But anyway, so this is what I need to know, because on my show people call in too. Right. I don't know if I do that. Right. Go, we miss around here. Eric call in because I got to validate your story.
Absolutely.
So when you seen, where did you see Erica at?
Well,
we'll talk now, because I know we'll have a call in.
I know. She's listening.
I know. That's why we're gonna have a call in. Now you'll get the story right.
And she's listening to it. No, we actually met. We met online. I guess.
Okay, shout out to that. Hey, shout out to that. You stop playing.
We met online, and
so how do you know? How you know? Like, what did she do to you? Like, what did the thing that say? Ooh, Erica's. Ooh, yeah.
Well, she was. One thing that really attracted me to her is that she was not a drama queen.
Okay.
She she comes from a family where they're very humble people.
Good stock.
Good stock.
Yeah, shout out to the good stock.
Yeah,
Erica.
Good stock.
Erica and the crew. You know what I'm saying?
And so, she'd never been married before. She didn't have any children.
Okay.
So, that was another thing that attracted me.
Okay, all right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
And so,
was she cute?
Oh yeah.
That's what that's what I'm saying right there. You know what I'm saying? Let her know she was cute.
Yes,
okay, Erica, you was cute. He knew when he seen you that was it.
Yeah.
You done shut all his books down. JJ was done at that point. He was like,
I was done.
He was done.
I was done.
Closed the black book,
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
Shut everybody off.
Yeah.
Erica done came on the scene.
Yes. And that's when I met her in 2012.
Okay.
So we just kind of, we decided to do our business together.
Okay, so as far as now you're an entrepreneur at that point.
Yes.
So now some people don't understand that people can meet sometimes, right?
Mhm.
And especially with entrepreneurs, things can be either one way or the other way,
Oh, yeah,
right? Because
absolutely.
one, there's a lot of sacrifice that one has to probably, have or understand when they're dealing with an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because one, it's a drive that you have. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? So how did you know that she kind of, could mesh with that?
Well,
Did she have like business in her mind? Was her mind business oriented? Or?
she was, she's the type of person that she had the same type of spirit that I had.
Okay,
You know,
got
she
it.
had that same drive.
Mm-hmm.
And
Country girl?
she's actually from Mexico.
Okay, shout out there. She okay.
She's
You know what I'm saying? That's country too.
Yeah.
It's a country, but it's country.
She's from Mexico.
Okay.
So, she has her work ethics, she has values.
Right.
So that's one thing that attracted me to her, the values that she has.
Right.
So we shared that.
Okay,
We shared those values.
Right.
And so we in fact, there was one of the things that I had, mentioned to her that, hey, as a part of this relationship, we have to go in business together.
Okay. Good talk. That's a good conversation.
And so she says, yeah, well, okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Right.
And so, kind of leaving that detail and saying,
we ain't got to put no details on it.
Yeah, no. I mean, the car detailing is what I meant.
Oh, the car detailing
So
thing.
that's when we had decided that, hey, we're going to start this business. We're going to start this business. And so we started working on cars, but it was on a different level, different things that we were doing on cars.
Right.
And so we just kind of started a windshield business.
Okay.
Kind of where we began.
Right.
And so, we did that for years.
Okay, so
now
I can look at it.
Now you can look at it.
I'm not sending nobody. I'm just,
No.
Now I can look at it.
Well, you can show it. I'm okay with it. If you want to show it, if you put it up, you can post it up there where everybody can see it. Maybe people will like, and I say this to people. This is the one thing I want to say to encourage people. Whatever you have in your mind, if you really want to do it, if you really, really want it,
right,
you can do it. If you want to start a business,
right,
if you want to get that degree, whatever it is that you really want to do,
right,
and you're determined in your heart to do it, you're going to do it.
And you will.
And so I was determined in my mind that I was going to do this. I said to myself a long time ago that this is what I wanted.
Right.
I knew in my mind
what
I wanted. I knew in my mind where I wanted to get.
Right.
And I knew that I wanted to shop. I knew that. And
when he was out here.
Yeah.
Y'all will see it after the show. I'll put it up after the show. But
yeah. And so, but I didn't have all the money that I wanted to get it at that time.
Right.
And so I knew that what I have to do at this point is I have to work for it.
Grind.
And that's what I did.
But we know you know how to do that because even back when you was 11 years old,
I was
going out and hustling.
I was out there hustling
gas money so you can put it in the gas tank so you can go
cut grass
and cut the yard.
Cut grass.
Shout out to listen, the hustle is there now.
Yeah.
He knew how to go out there without, and this was amazing. Once again, the fact that you went out there with nothing.
Absolutely.
Even as an 11-year-old boy, nothing.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? You had a lawnmower, but you had no gas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You had no car, but you got on that bike.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he said he went out there and hustled enough to get 50 cents worth of gas. So this is the thing when we talking about flipping things. You know what I'm saying? He flipped his talent. He didn't have money. You know what I'm saying? The value was in him. Even as a young boy, that's where the value was. It wasn't in the 50 cent.
No.
Because he made the 50 cent. Then he took the 50 cent, got gas, made the lawnmower, and flipped that whole effort of value of him and flipped into a yards being done. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Y'all better stop playing.
Yeah.
They better stop playing, Jay.
Oh, yeah.
Jay, they better stop playing. Because this is where it's at.
This is where it is, man.
And then here you are now. Once again, you done did your thing with the different companies. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was sales, whether it was working back, turning wrenches, you know what I'm saying, doing all the time.
Did it all.
Just whatever training they had, I'm going.
Took advantage
because you were building up your portfolio for your own business.
Right.
So that you know how to do every aspect of the business that you very much have right now.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so meanwhile, so y'all at the tent, y'all got the thing going on. You're doing that.
Yes, we were working under. I wish they could see it right now. I wish you could post a picture up on it so they can.
Yeah, I don't have that technology
don't
right
have
there
that
yet. You know what I'm saying?
technology.
Shout out, I don't have that technology yet. But when I get a sound man, an engineer guy, they're gonna be like, man, put that up. You know what I'm saying?
Look that up. Yeah.
You know.
And so we started working under that, man. And you know, look, we took the money that we made.
But hold on now, don't try to skip about this right here now.
What's that?
The weather wasn't always good, brother.
I can't miss that.
Okay, I'm about to say that.
I can't. You know, I'm glad you brought that out
Yeah.
because you know I did want to kind of touch up on that because man, we got up and we got out. It was freezing cold many days. I mean, it was cold, but we didn't let that stop us. It was blistering hot some days. We didn't let that stop us, you know. And so, you know, it was the determination and the drive and the desire to succeed that kept us going. You know, we would get them phone calls and, you know, we'd make ourselves available.
Right.
You know, sometimes it was 20 degrees outside. And we were there. We showed up.
Come on now.
People still showed up. People still showed up.
Right.
And we did our thing. You know,
Right.
if they wanted a windshield in, we put it in.
Come on now.
If they wanted a window put in, we put it in. You know, we made ourselves available. And so, you know, whether it was freezing cold or if it was burning hot outside,
made it happen.
We made it happen, man. We went out there and did it, you know. And so I'm hoping that, you know, my story would inspire.
Oh, it's going to. Don't you?
It would inspire.
You ain't gotta say it. It's going. It's going to.
Yeah, I'm hoping my story will inspire because people think that they got to have a lot of money to make it. You know, you don't.
Right.
If you have the desire and the willingness to succeed, you can get out there and do it.
Right.
Gene, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
And so, but listen to this though. This gets better.
Okay.
It gets better. We actually came across this shop.
Okay. A shop or this one?
This particular one.
Okay.
I mean, we had another shop before this.
Okay. But let's get that one first though.
Okay, well, let's get
let's go. We can keep that chronological order.
Let's keep that. Okay,
we got to
kind
of see how everything progressed.
So we had a shop that we started out on Jones Road. So we finally got out from under the tent.
Got from the tent. We found a shop.
And we found the shop.
How many bays you had?
At that time, I had 2.
A 2 bay. Okay. Shout out to Dan 2 bay. 1 bay.
Actually, no, it was 1 bay.
Okay.
It had 2. It had a front and a back side. But
okay, got it.
We started out there, and we finally got that place.
Now, how did that feel just to have that accomplishment?
Oh man,
just the fact it came out of the tent.
It was a great feeling to be able to have some air conditioners.
Right.
Have some air conditioners sitting in the summertime and have a little heat in the wintertime. It was an amazing feeling.
Right.
And so we were so busy at that location. It just got to be too small.
Ooh.
So
you have more work than the building could handle.
Yeah, we had way too much.
That's a good problem to have. Because we can't forget now, you had already kind of built up people back from 99.
Oh yeah.
You don't had the 99 crew running through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, with things that needed done.
Yeah. And that, I mean, it's a blessing to still have good people follow you like that. I mean, I can only just contribute that to God himself, man. You know, it was wonderful. And so but it got to be so busy over there. We had so many and we just couldn't the place just couldn't support us anymore.
Okay.
And so you know, we decided that we were going to find another location where we had a little bit more independence.
Okay, so that when you got that building, what year was that again?
Roundabout, it was probably around 2013, 14, somewhere.
Okay, all right.
2012. No, it wasn't 2012. It was
could've
around
been that
13.
soon.
No, it wasn't that soon.
Yeah.
It must have been around 13, 14. somewhere
Okay.
like that.
Got it.
So, we stayed over there for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
And we just basically outgrew the place.
Okay. Got it.
It's just it was not enough facilities to sustain us.
Right.
Um,
So Erica made that decision. Said, "Listen, we got to go scout
we
something else.
had
out."
to go scout somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah. And so that's when we moved
Mm-hmm.
to Hempstead.
Okay.
We used to be on Hempstead and what is it? Gessner.
Okay.
Uh,
I mean, how many bays you running with over there?
well, I mean, I had one stall, but I had more space.
Okay.
The place was much bigger.
Right. So because you can bring stuff in.
I can
and
bring
around
stuff
it.
in.
Okay,
Right, there you
got
go.
it. In and around.
Yeah.
Got it.
So one bay, but I had larger space.
Right.
And so we just from there we just grew. We started.
I grew that one too.
We outgrew that one because we were doing the auto. We went from auto glass to auto repair.
Oh, okay.
So
So you
this was all in the works.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
This was all in the works. We kind of started here
Mm-hmm.
and we worked our way up to this. So we kind of integrated two businesses into one.
So you didn't just sit here and say I'm gonna be a one-trick pony.
No.
So your mind wasn't saying, "Listen, I'm just gonna only do glass that I'm doing."
No.
Your mind was still moving.
Still moving.
Grasping other things because once again, like you said, from the years before, you were bringing some of that stuff that you had already learned.
Absolutely.
Working from these dealerships and understanding sales,
Absolutely.
and understanding invoicing and all that stuff right there.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay, got it.
So this is where my mindset was.
Okay.
My mindset was, Jim, you got to always be under construction.
Mm.
If you're gonna grow your business, I said to myself, you got to always be under construction. If you're not building physically, you need to be building mentally.
Come on, man. Say that piece one more time.
Yeah.
Say that for one time.
Yeah.
One more time.
You're not building physically. You need to be building mentally. You got to have vision.
Okay, got it.
And so that's where I'm going with that. And so the vision was always in my head.
Right.
This is what I want to do. And so we decided to go ahead and make that step. We did. So we started doing our auto repair.
Mm.
And we're still doing auto glass, but
Right.
The ultimate goal was to do auto repair. And that's where we kind of took it.
Right.
So we were on Hempstead for I would say about 4 years, because we moved over there about must have been around 2015.
Okay, got it.
And 2019 rolled around. You know what happened in 2019.
You know what happened now.
You
know what happened.
We just so happened to come across the pandemic in
Right.
2019. And
Did that scare you from a business perspective?
it was I won't say scared, but it was a challenging time.
Okay, got it.
Because of all the shutdowns
Mm.
and all of the lockdowns. There was a lot of businesses going under.
True.
And closing down. But you know what? The birth of this place
Mm-hmm.
came out of the birth of the pandemic.
Ooh.
And see, sometimes, it just kind of seemed like we were fighting a losing battle at that time. With things were kind of going down. I mean, it was kind of concerning at that time. But this is what I've learned. That sometimes God gives us victory in our defeats.
Come on now.
Stop
playing.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
And so
You talking my language over here now.
Yeah.
You talking my language.
it just seemed like we were losing. We were fighting a losing battle. It's just losing left and right. But
So when you say loss, what do you mean like loss?
I mean, we were losing money, man. I mean,
Okay.
it was.
Slight hemorrhage.
Oh, it was. I
Okay.
mean, the pandemic, kind of set us back.
Right.
But fortunately, they were giving out grants and loans at
Right.
that time to help businesses, and so we took advantage of it.
Okay, definitely.
We took advantage of it, and so we utilized what they made available to us at that
Mhm.
time
Right.
to come up.
Okay.
And so, fortunately, we are in the type of business that doesn't really falter when the economy hiccups.
Mm,
And so that kind of that's the beauty of being in this type
right.
of business, because people are gonna always need.
Always.
You got to have your car.
Gotta have it.
In this town, you got to have your car. You got to have a running car. So, and we knew that, and it's kind of like being in the medical field. You're gonna always have job security.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Because you're gonna always have sick people.
Definitely.
And so,
because your sister knew that. You know what I'm saying? Your sister knew that.
She knew that. So
you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna always have sick cars.
Right. Right.
It's gonna always somebody gonna need the car fixed. And so, fortunately, we came across this place. Actually, Erica was the one that found it.
I know. I ain't even know, but I knew Erica had to scout this thing on place. I knew this. She had to do now.
She found this place.
Shout out to Erica.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So that she came back to you.
What's that?
She came back to you when she saw this place. This place right here.
Yeah.
Said, hey, listen.
Yeah. So she came to me. She said, I found something that you might be interested in. And so I'm, being a guy, I'm like, oh no, I got another place in mind. I want to go over here.
Yeah.
So, no, you need to take a look at this,
especially the area.
Yeah. And so I came over and I looked at it and I said, you know what, this is where we need to be. And so God just opened the door up.
Come on now.
And and there, boom, we had the money,
right?
And we walked into our destiny.
Come on now.
And so here we are,
man. Look at that. Now I can start. I be bay proud right here. How many bays is that thing over there?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we got what 5 or 6 bays over there now, and. But I'm still growing. I'm under construction.
I read, you just said it a minute ago, so I know you are already still.
I'm still.
You know what I'm saying? Location 2 coming to you, right?
Location 2 coming. That's definitely. So that's where our mindset is right now. So, and so again, I just want to try to inspire some people out there. Don't give up on your hopes. Don't give up on your dreams. I know you hear it all the time.
Definitely.
And it kind of sounds like a cliche, but I'm telling you, it's a fact.
Right.
If you really want to do something, if you really, really want to do it, you can do it. It's possible. I mean, I'm just a common everyday person. I mean, there's nothing spectacular about me, and I'm not from a rich family or anything like that. I'm just a guy from humble means, but I just have the desire and the determination to want to do something. We went out there and we got it, and we're eternally grateful to God for what he has done. And we thank all of the people who have supported us. I mean, we thank our customers 100%. We love them and we appreciate them. Past, present, and future customers. And so, again, we appreciate you. We thank you for having us on, and getting that additional exposure means a lot, man. So,
well, sure. You understand. I'm a customer now. So it's different probably with me. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. Yeah. I mean, sure, we do this right here to get it out and everything. But at the same time, it's like, I'm a customer. You know what I'm saying? I got vehicle coming in for oil changes, you know what I'm saying, next week. Over there. And vehicles coming up on inspection. You know what I'm saying? I think I got inspection every month. You know what I'm saying? From now until the end of the year. Right? So I already know I'm coming in for
definitely
oil change. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
So them guaranteed oil change. Shout out to the guaranteed oil change.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But besides that, it's really just being able to see what you know what I'm saying, and your wife have done, man, is just so amazing. I'm very fond of I'm sorry, I'm gonna call you a country boy, but I'm very fond of country boys, right? Because I'm a country boy from North Carolina, right? And so and I say that because one, it just seems like in a lot of cases where when you do come from really just very humble beginnings, whatever, you start off to hustle. the things you said, going out cutting grass. You know what I'm saying? I remember going out in tobacco fields, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just for the summertime, I'll go out, you know what I'm saying, to where my mother's from. And, people, they go to the tobacco field.
Yeah.
And to learn how to top it. It's something my mother did. She would go to Connecticut to crop tobacco. I didn't understand that. I'm like, on the summertime, like, yeah, they had buses. We go to Connecticut during the summertime for North Carolina and go do tobacco. I was like, it was amazing, right?
Yeah.
But then when I kind of had an opportunity, and it was an opportunity once again, to when I would be in the country setting to go out and do topping and suckering on tobacco. Yeah. Right. To work at the buck barns, go to the tier barns. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To go to the chicken houses and the turkey houses. You know what I'm saying? Learning the rotation processes of chickens and turkeys. You know what I'm saying? How they have to go from the bitty, and then you move them to different houses. Yeah. That was all I didn't have to do it, but it was all learning opportunities for me. Yeah. And it made me understand things in so many different ways. But it became those internships that you had, that I have had also, that made things better later on in life for us, where we can apply all those things to what we're doing. Absolutely. And also we can help other people. Yeah. In what they're doing. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And absolutely. So I think that's just amazing, man. And to just know that, just listening to the story, and you know what I'm saying, as from doing the work you've done, and, starting off in a tent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Going through those elements, you know what I'm saying, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, sacrifice. Oh, yeah. Going through the pandemic like so many people did. Yeah. So many people's business went under. Yeah. During that time period. I think one of the guests here said, what John Adams said, more power to him. I wish him the best of luck. He said he had my own shop for 8 years, and it's been a tough job. And I pray he can make it with God's help. Yeah. Because there's so many people who do this, have done this, and a lot of people think it's simple. Yeah. They think it's easy. They do. They think it's like, oh man, that's a bunch of customers. They got cash coming in every 5 seconds. Well, man, there are net 30 accounts we got to pay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There are, OSHA things we got to pay. You got to pay stuff like that. The different inspectors that come through to see if dumpings are happening. Oh, yeah. You're trying to find you. The inspectors that come through and check your building, and they're trying to hit you for this right here. Because one, maybe somebody not like you, so they want to try to keep people coming to your building all the time to look for something that ain't nothing. Whatever. Yeah. Just the things that happen that people don't understand though. Oh, yeah. Because nobody is willing to talk about those things. Right. They only talk about, oh no, you're just making a bunch of money. Yeah. That's it. You got customers. That's it.
Well, they don't see the cost involved in it. You got payroll. That's one of the probably the biggest expenses. And then, you got your daily expenses that you have to pay. And then you have fees, and you have licenses, and you have to buy parts, and, you have rent, it's a lot of different things there. And so, people they, like you said, they only see, the outside, they only see that you're making this and you're making that, but you don't see the things that go on behind the scene, that has to be taken care of. And so I think a lot of times people don't factor in those equations. They, they think that, just because you own a shop that you don't have to pay rent, you got rent free. No, that's not true. You got to pay rent, you got to pay lights, you got to put gas in vehicles. You got to repair your own personal vehicle. I mean, it's so many things, man. But so you have to charge what you charge.
That's something I wanted you to talk about too.
Yeah. Okay. So you gotta maintain. A lot of times people don't see all the cost that goes into repairing a particular job. Right. And so we charge what we charge. Because you have to, if you don't charge enough, you're not going to stay in business.
Give us a perfect example of that. Especially with people that always will say, "Hey, man, hey, can you do this for the low?" Well, my mechanic's not working for the low. I can't pay. I got payroll. Right. They're not getting paid for the low.
Right. You got to pay. Yeah, man. I mean, you got to pay employees. I mean, you got to pay for the parts. You got to pay Uncle Sam.
They forget about old Uncle Sam.
Oh
now.
Man,
Uncle's right there.
Yeah,
now.
He want his.
Dang.
So you got to pay the city. And so a good example of that. I had a lady call me one time. she needed an alternator on her car.
Okay.
And so I gave her the price of the part, and and I told her the labor. And so she said, well, why can't you just charge me X amount of dollars? Because this is how much it costs at AutoZone.
Ooh.
Well, I said, well, ma'am, she said, just make the money off the labor. I said, well, Business 101 says that, you can't buy a part and sell it back to the customer for the same price that you bought it for, because that's not good business. And, every company has what they call a markup. And so you have to pay the markup. And so it's no point in being in business if you are buying parts at cost and then you're selling them back at cost. That's not profitable to do such a thing.
Right.
And so even if you were to make money off the labor, you got to understand that the money you make off the labor, you have to pay the technician. You have to pay the technician, right? And so so she was like, okay, well, can't you just make the money off of the labor? I was like, no, ma'am, I can't just make the money off the labor. I mean, I have to make the money off the parts as well, And so a lot of times I use quality genuine parts.
There you go.
I don't use those cheap aftermarket. I use them now. Don't get me wrong, but I try to use as many quality genuine parts as I possibly could.
Right.
Because those parts are better for a car than aftermarkets. But if aftermarket is available, that's what we use that. But to make a long story short, you have to charge. And and we've had to let some people, leave because they just can't afford the price. And I say, just, when you got the money, come back.
Come on back.
Come back and
find a good shade tree around there. So
come back and see it. But we cannot change the price. The price is the price.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so that's what we have to do.
Right.
But I try to encourage people, don't try to cut people's prices down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
It really is, man.
Yeah.
I kind of use the example, I'd say to people all the time, what if your boss pays you half of what he agreed to pay you? I mean, how well would that go over with you? Mm-hmm. And so, the answer. I mean, that's not going to go over well with me at all.
Right.
So, I mean, what make you feel that it's going to go over well with me? If you want me to pay, you want to pay me half of what a job pays. So, you get some special people sometimes, Gene. But for the most part, you get people who have good understanding. And they know how business works.
Right. And those probably the people I just, probably where I'm dealing with. The people that understand business.
Yeah.
Because one, and it could be a problem I have where I'm just one of those people like this, right? If this is what it is, don't come in here. We're not doing no haggle thing. I'm gonna tell you thank you, but no thank you.
Yes.
I'm not gonna go back and forth with you.
Yes.
And I'll probably even help you try to find somewhere. I'm that type of person, right? If you can't afford what I got going on, I'm gonna help you find what you. Because one, I just believe in customer service, just me.
Right.
So my customer services, I can be servicing you in this direction to go get something over here.
Yeah.
But you'll wind up coming back though.
Right.
Every time.
Right.
Because you're like, damn, he handled me in such a nice way
that
I got to go back to him now.
After
they get ripped
I
off.
always say, you get what you pay for. You
100%.
If you go to a shade tree, you're gonna get what you pay for. And I have had many customers that I've had to fix cars behind that type of scenario. But go somewhere where you're gonna get a warranty,
right?
And the work's gonna be backed up. It's very important. But go ahead.
Oh, right now. So as far as work that you guys do over there, like what are some of the things they do, and what type of vehicles? I mean, I want people to kind of know what they can take over there, what they can't take. I seen you got fleet services over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you do that. Do you do in diesel trucks like dualies or stuff like that?
Yeah, this is very good. You asked that. You asked that question. So we do work foreign and domestic. You know.
Hold up now. No, you didn't just say that.
Yes.
Hold up now. You trying to say you international too?
We do.
You international?
We do foreign and
Come
domestic.
on, man.
Domestic.
Y'all hear them? They international over there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just gotta come over there with no Fords and stuff.
No, you know.
He international.
We do BMWs, Mercedes, Lexus, Jaguars. We work on everything.
Come on. Hold up, Jim. That means you have to have some qualified people over there to be doing type of stuff like that.
Yes,
That means we got some certificates on the wall with some certified people back there in the back. What you trying to tell me?
Yeah, I'm very grateful to have the crew that I have. They're very good guys.
Look at that. See, well, we talking about certified people.
Yes,
people that know what they're doing. But he said, no, man, you got to be my. Can't do nothing for you. No, man, you got a lettuce. You know what I'm saying? I call them Lexus lettuces. You got a lettuce, so I can't do nothing for you.
Yes, we can work on any of them.
Any vehicle.
Yeah.
You saying?
But except 18-wheelers.
But I'm like dualies.
Yeah, dualies, we work on that too.
For real?
Like 350, 450, 250, 150, 3500s, 2500s.
Cummins.
Yeah, we work on them all.
Come on, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all be tuning over there too?
We be tuning. So
my little brother be down here. You know what I'm saying? Because he told me to ask you that.
Yeah.
In fact, he's on the way down from Chicago. He owns a hot shop business.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So he got more than a few dualies.
What do you got?
And one of them, he got on that particular one. It's a Ram.
Okay.
It's a 350.
Okay.
He got a big old Cummins in there.
Oh, 3500.
You know what I'm saying? Old 35 in there doing his thing.
Yeah.
And he just feel like he got a tune on it. But he just don't think that people did it right or they didn't know what to do.
Okay.
And you know how they can be sometimes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Might have been over by a shade and some tree.
Oh, yeah.
One of the things I want me to ask you, you know what I'm saying, particularly,
Mm-hmm.
is if that was the deal, you know how to handle that business.
We can handle it. Guys.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
hold on real quick.
We can handle it.
I don't even play.
Yeah.
I don't even play. You better find out. I really don't play.
Yeah.
You don't met the wrong person. You know, man. Sometimes you can meet people.
Yeah.
But I'm probably the wrong person to meet, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you. I hate to be the one to tell you that right there. But I just told you.
So yeah, we can definitely work on them all. So
come on, man. We
so don't let that.
What's the deal with the people still need catalytic converters, man? What's going on with that right there?
Man,
what is the deal with that?
That's something that is very unique in itself. I don't, the thing that they're after is the uranium and the palladium. Inside the catalytic converters, they're not really interested in. So if a person thinks that they're interested in your catalytic converter, they're not interested in the catalytic converter itself.
Right.
What they're interested in is the material that is inside the converter. So when they steal them, they knock the center out and they steal they take the uranium and the palladium out of it, and the rhodium, and they melt it down.
Okay.
And if they get enough of it, they can get as much as $10,000-$15,000.
Come on now.
And so that's why it's big business.
Come on now.
Yeah, it's big business.
Big business.
It is.
Hold on, I need to check this call out real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Hey, little bro.
What's going on,
Hey,
baby?
guess what, man? He be tuning and pruning them. We on the show right now. You know what I'm saying? You up here with Firecast doing the big. I asked that guy. I asked
you
that.
called me right here with mom.
Tell mama I said what's going on. I'm gonna holler at her after the show. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? I'm on FaceTime after the show up there. All right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, okay. Hey, real quick though, I got Big Jim in the building right now. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm talking about with the show. And,
yes, sir.
And guess what he do?
You better not say he tuning.
See, Jim thought I was lying. Say, I ain't even bait you for nothing. He thought I was lying.
Yeah, we tuning.
He got all these dualies over here now. So you about to be the spot now.
Yeah, tell him to come on see us.
You heard it right there, right?
We got him. We'll take
I tell my truck guy I got to set up appointment, man. VIP, I'm all VIP, big bro. Not on no cocky shit or shit or nothing, but I come through, man, on the weekends.
Yeah.
And I don't pay. I don't play. I pay my way, man, because my horses is everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, you definitely a man after my heart if you pay.
Oh yeah, you don't play.
I sure got to bring my 350 because she got up power, but she She ain't getting all the power.
Mm.
And then one of them throwing a wrench. What does that wrench mean when that F-350 throwing up there, big bro?
Is it an F-350 or is it a Dodge?
I got a Dodge and an F-350, but my 350 threw a wrench up there.
Yeah. I'm hoping that high pressure pump is still good in it, man. But that Dodge, you could have a depth sensor that's going bad on that, and you
That's
probably
what I think it is. I
yeah.
deleted it though, big bro.
Yeah, you're gonna probably need to do a regen on it also. So yeah, man, you got to come see us.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it to you. Set me up an appointment for I know y'all probably don't move on the weekends, but I'll be back in town probably like this weekend. I supposed to come down there. So,
but we'll talk. We'll talk about it and get something set up. You know what I'm saying? So you have to bring it down here.
Absolutely.
And we get it over there. I mean, it's right up the street too.
Yeah.
Like literally, like a 4-minute walk. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I need all of them. All man. I want to put like an overhaul on all my vehicles anyway.
Well, he got fleet services, so you know what I'm saying. So you be good.
Oh, say no more then.
You know what I'm saying?
Say no more. I need them, big bro. Lock us in. We locked in.
Oh no, I told you that we're gonna lock that in for you and be good to go. You know what I'm saying? Hey, tell mama I'm gonna call her back, you know what I'm saying, after the show to FaceTime and you know what I'm saying? I'll make sure it ain't too late. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be safe up there in Chicago, man. Love you too, bro.
All right.
Shout out to my little bro, man. You know what I'm saying? SNA Transport doing the big. He got Dallas, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Well, he's from Chicago.
Oh, he's from Chicago.
But he's up in Chicago right now with his moms. So he had to move one of his car haulers from up there. He had to do something up there. So he doing his thing. Doing it real good.
Absolutely.
Real big. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
He's doing it real big. I'm telling you.
Wow.
I mean, just started, you know what I'm saying, in the business probably a year and a half now.
Really?
Yeah, and I mean, it's killing the game.
Oh, wow.
Straight killing. And I had him on the show. I mean, he my boy. You know what I'm saying? He's my little bro. But got him started in the hot shot game.
Wow.
And so he's been killing it.
That's good, man.
He's been killing it. He's doing great.
That is great.
Added trucks. Same thing like we were talking about. He just kept adding trucks, trailers, you know what I'm saying? Got a nice car hauler now.
Oh, my goodness.
Got that. So he's really doing
things. He's doing great, man.
He's definitely doing it. But so it becomes business though.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And this was what I'm saying. This is what you and I were talking about. These are the things that we have to do.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because we know the path of things. And so when we can continue to do that, it's like I tell people, it goes back to lemonade stands, right?
Right.
It's about you don't have to necessarily have 1,000 different people come to your lemonade stand, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you give that lemonade to somebody, you make it the best lemonade they've ever had.
Wow.
Because it ain't about that cup you're giving them right there. It's about that relationship that you're building with them, so that when they think of lemonade, they're only gonna come to you.
Oh yeah.
I want to make it so that when you come to a podcast, you know what I'm saying, that the comparable to it, you be like, yo, I mean, I went on Firecast though.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
That you always gonna think about Firecast first.
Yeah.
And the experience that you had with it. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
You know, so and when we do that with enough people, the right people, then what happens is it creates a community, creates a network.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then with the right people in it, they're going to continue to bring business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there with 5 trucks. Well, that's 5 trucks that's going to come your way to your business. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
That's business.
That
man.
is
business. You know what I'm saying? Most people, they bring one thing to you. Well, somebody can bring you and this thing is worthwhile things. He understands how important tuning. He's very in touch with all his vehicles to know, like, yo, the power is not getting. You know, he took it on test drive from Dallas to Chicago just so he could see what it was doing and what it wasn't doing.
Okay.
When we was talking today on FaceTime, he's like, bro, this just ain't, you know. So I say, you know what? I said, I got my man Jim on the show today. Because he was talking about some more people doing. I said, no, let me ask and see if he does this. You know, and if he work. I said, I think I've seen everything over there, but let me just make sure.
Yeah.
And so that's why I called him back on that piece right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, what's the address again?
Yeah, 1608 West 22nd Street.
Man, 1608 West 22nd Street. You know what I'm saying? This has been great, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
You know, I asked 2 questions before we leave the show. And the 2 questions is this right here. 1, what did you learn this evening? It could have been from yourself or whatever. This doesn't matter. What have you learned?
You know, and I shared this with my wife before I came here. One of the things that I've learned tonight is how important it is to support each other. we really have to support one another, and how important it is to build a network of individuals that you work with. Um, you know, as I said before, one of the ways to grow is through referrals. And so, when you're building a relationship with people, and when you're building when you're networking with other people, they can send you those referrals, and you grow your business really quick with referrals. And so that's the one thing that kind of stands out to me tonight.
Mm.
Is building relationships, supporting each other. I say the one thing. There's several things there that is supporting one another. When I say things like this, that these type of forums, uh, it helps to get your name out there, and helps to build relationship with other people, and just as a result of us, you know, doing this, I feel like a relationship has been established with us,
Oh yeah, definitely,
and
definitely.
and from that can come so many other different things,
Right.
because first time somebody say to me that I'm looking for a slingshot to rent
Right.
for the weekend. I'm looking for one to rent for a few hours. So you know what? I know the guy to call.
Right.
Call Gene.
Yeah.
He'll get you hooked up. And so if somebody needs got car trouble, send them my way.
Right.
And call Jim. He'll get you taken care
Oh,
of.
and it's as simple as that. That's the crazy thing.
That is.
But sometimes some people make it so hard. I don't know why they do it that way.
Yeah.
It's just people, but it goes down to being the right people sometimes.
Yeah. You got to be around the right people. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So, all right. And the second question of this right here, how was everything for you? Just the from the point that like we met off me stopping through, me passing by your place, and me saying, you know what, man, I want you to come on my show, whatever.
Yeah.
And you just kind of like, you for real? I'm like, yeah, for real. You think I'm playing?
Yeah.
Did you think I was BSing? Real talk. Did you think I was BSing?
I kind of had my questions in the back of my mind,
Right.
like, is it being real about this or what? But, Gene, I really appreciate that. 110%. You have no idea. I was a little nervous.
Why?
This is the first time I've ever done podcast.
Oh, okay, got it. So you didn't know what to expect.
I didn't know.
Right. Okay. Got it.
So I know some people say, "What, man? It's just, first time you ever done it." Yeah, it's the first time I ever done it, especially live.
Right.
So yeah. I mean, I was a little nervous. I had my reservations, but but I tell my wife all the time, it's like, one thing you can't be afraid to do. Here's the one thing you never can be afraid to do, Gene. I'm gonna leave that thought with you. You can never be afraid to get big. Don't ever be afraid of that. Don't ever be afraid to grow.
Right.
Don't be afraid to grow financially. Don't be afraid to grow in your business. Don't be afraid to grow as an individual. Never be afraid of getting big. Because getting big is always a possibility. And so it's just something that you embrace.
Right.
As an individual, is something you embrace as a business owner. The mindset and the mentality to get big. Getting big is not for the other people. You understand what I'm saying? Don't envision it to be for somebody else that don't look like you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Envision being big for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you can do it. And so, but when you get there, stay humble. You know what I mean? And don't live beyond your means.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so a lot of times I think that's a mistake people make. So that's what I felt.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad. When you talked it over with Eric, because how did she feel about it? What you coming on? Did she kind of side out a little bit?
She did at first.
Did she?
A little bit.
Just gonna run up on him. He talking about come be on my show.
But then she's like, "Okay, go ahead, do it."
Right.
And so I said, "Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do it."
Right.
I want to do this.
Right.
Because I always got thoughts in my mind of how I want, things to go for us.
Right.
And so, I felt that this was a positive step for us, and I felt that this was a step in the right direction.
Well, the one thing you can say this right here, and I'll pronounce it enough. It's a step outside of your box.
It is. Yeah, I missed that.
And that's where the growth.
Yeah.
Growth comes as we step outside of our box.
Right.
We don't, and this is what people ask, we don't grow inside our box, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We never grow inside our box.
Right.
We can outgrow a box
Yeah.
and be scared to leave the box.
Right.
But we're not going to grow inside a box because it goes back to what I said before from the military. The position we're working in, right, is not for the position we're working in.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's about the next position.
Absolutely.
As soon as you get there, you're working to get out of that already.
Of course.
Because you're working for the next one. So it's really, it teaches you that. It teaches you that. You know what I'm saying? So when I tell people, listen, the day you're uncomfortable is the day that you're about to grow.
Yeah.
When you don't like something, in a lot of cases, and it's nothing to hurt you or nothing like that, then that's what it's about right there.
Right. Absolutely.
And so, take those challenges. There are challenges.
Yeah.
There's trials and tribulations. Go through them.
Yeah.
You'll find out you probably meet some people, some wonderful people you've been missing out on.
Oh, absolutely.
Because we want to stay in our comfortable area.
We gotta stop being afraid to move out of our comfort zone.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about, y'all. And hey, I got a number up real quick. You know what I'm saying? If we take a phone call real fast, I think one of my guys that was just want to hear him real quick. When so I had this other phone. Hey, the number is 512-296-4803. That is 512-296-4803. Erica, I'd love for you to call in real quick if you could, you know what I'm saying? Or Tony. And I want to shout out to all the people that came in tonight, you know what I'm saying? John Adams, definitely. What's that? Kema Malik. Okay, wow, story is your story is very inspiring.
Yeah, great
enough.
Great.
That's Tony M said the fluid disposal, parts, washers, solvents, electricity, scan tools, electronic access to service catalogs.
Oh man, yeah, all of that.
Tony M, he one of them. He's a country boy.
Yeah,
but he owns a trucking business. He does he's a mechanic. He can fix whatever. It don't matter because he's just true country boy.
Yeah.
And so and just when you learn those things, man, it's amazing. But
I gotta mention one more.
Oh, go ahead.
One more person before we get off, and I can't not mention her, and that's my baby girl.
Okay, what's her name?
Marcella.
Marcella in the building.
She's there. She's listening.
Oh, she's listening. She hanging out with Erica right now listening.
She
Marcella. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? She's a baby or a B?
She's 9 years old.
Okay, still a baby. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Marcella, girl.
Yeah.
Doing your thing. Hanging out with mom and daddy today.
Yeah.
She be hanging out with y'all.
She does.
Does she?
You know what's interesting?
She probably the boss running around there.
She's learning the business.
Is she?
What? She's actually learning the business. Yeah. And so I always have this talk with her about, how important her education is and that I don't want her growing up dependent on no man.
Right. Okay.
I always tell her I want you to grow up and be an independent woman.
Ooh.
And so, if she wants to take over the business one day, she can take over the business. If she decides she wants to do something different, she can do something different.
Well, let's see who this right here. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Who we got on the line?
Hey, man, listen, if Erica calls,
come on now.
Erica calls, cut me off. No doubt.
What's going on? Look at Big Tony in the building, man. So what you think about my brother right here, man? Old Big Jim, man.
Listen, loving it, man. Listen, I used to work at dealers and all that too, man. So, I know what goes on, front house, back house, all that too, man. So man, I'm chucked. I'm happy for him, man. Got his own place, own joint, been growing, still growing. So I'm glad he came through, no doubt about it. So absolutely, man, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
As a matter of fact, I'm on a parts run right now, Dan.
Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah, but no, it's just some of that stuff Jim don't mess with though, So, but yeah, I had just going to pick up an air valve. That's all. So
okay,
that's all good. It's all good.
On that peak.
On that peak, baby.
Man,
On that peak.
I saw you doing that work on the peak, baby. You know what I'm saying? Showing the boys how to do that stuff. Pulling out the solenoids, everything. I said, okay, look at Tony. He going in there. He putting a clinic together. I saw you.
Yeah. I just, I don't know. I had a little wild hair type deal. I was like, let me just throw this out here, because it ain't difficult. Just a matter of getting your hands on there and get greasy if you need to.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Absolutely.
That's all it is.
So let me ask you this real quick, man. So what do you think about the story between, you know what I'm saying, Erica and Jim, man, starting off with a tent doing crack windshield repair and just, and to the point where they're involved to the point that they're at right now? Like, what's your thoughts about that?
That's I enjoyed every bit of it. As a matter of fact, man, I'm thinking, damn, do I know him? Have I met him somewhere? You know what I mean? Because I used to be on that northwest side of town. You know what I mean? So
right.
I was at a dealer up there. So and I used to work off of Jones Road too. Even when I was going to UTI back in the day type deal. You know what I mean? So I was trying to, damn, man, do I know him? Have I bumped into him somewhere? I don't know, but yeah.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility, Tony.
Ain't no telling. And especially when he was talking about how he would never called in, be single dog, knowing damn well somebody about to stay home. He was in there anyway, getting it done. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Oh man, so man, it reminded it. I was the same way. I didn't take vacations. Company I was with, they just paid me for them. You know what I'm saying? Didn't take the time off. They just paid me for them. And I don't know. Some people say, man, you should have took that time. And I was like, well, hell, what was I doing anyway? You know what I mean? So
right.
Yeah. Which led to another deal, little extracurricular activity I was doing, because I figured out at some point, man, if I ain't working, I'm spending money.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I needed to find something to keep me busy.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean? And that's what I went and did, you know? So I figured that out about me, and I'm like, damn, let me go try this. You know what I'm saying? I went and tried something. Actually, it worked out. Nice little gig for quite a while. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, Itemines, Devil's Workshop, whatever you want to call it, other than that, spending money, workshop at the mall or whatever. But anyway, so, but yeah, man, I enjoyed this every step of the way. He was making plans to move further, to make another rung on the ladder. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So whether you're under a tree, in a tent, 1 bay, 2 bay, 1 bay, 2 doors, next thing you know, you get to, happy for you, brother. No doubt about it.
Man, I really appreciate that, and thank you for calling in.
As a matter of fact, if my old lady ain't went and got this inspection sticker, I know I got one car needing an inspection, probably another one coming up in another month or so, and I know I got a trailer, but we ain't gonna really worry about that. We'll have to get that. We'll get that trailer done, and we'll get that taken care of, though. But yeah, man. So I'm happy for you, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, man, been enjoying these. Let's see, even a couple weeks ago, we had I don't remember the name. The young lady that was
Boss Lady.
Cars.
Boss Lady.
Yeah. So I'm busy. A couple shows with some techs and mechanical stuff, whatever. Loving it, bro. So, so yeah, they just come on through it and be able to play clean up with Brother Jim here.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah, man. And I feel like I'm probably about to start rambling. Damn.
No,
so you
man.
if you need to.
No, hey, listen, I ain't gonna put no wrap it up music on there. You good, baby. You good, right? No, man, but that's good, man. I appreciate you, man.
And especially when you got talking about the business here, got that phone call. Well, I can get the alternator for here. Why don't you do this? Listen, it's still business, folks. If you don't respect my business, then you don't respect me. Period.
Right. Yes, sir.
It's just the way it is.
Yes, sir.
So everybody ain't gonna be a damn customer. You ain't gonna, I get you. But the fruits of good service bear fruit continuously. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Consistently showing up, providing great service to people. Man, you got customers for life. And then them customers' kids become customers, and so on and so forth.
Man.
Them customers' neighbors come see you too, and so on and so forth. So.
But Tony, you know the funny thing about it, and I know he got a lot of customers, business or whatever, but he don't even realize what's about to happen after this show right here tonight. Because just our network is so crazy. We about to put you out there like.
I'm telling you, like I say, I'm coming. Like I say, if she ain't went and got it done, I know I'm coming with that one. And I know I'm coming with another one shortly after that one or whatever. I don't work a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? And I ain't no doubt. So, and I may not announce myself when I get there. It's just gonna be here, and that's what I'm here for. You know, I don't make noise where I go. You know what I'm saying? They got to be seen on every scene type deal. But just know, I mean, no doubt about it.
Appreciate that.
But
Appreciate
you got to meet Tony though. Tony,
I gotta meet
that's
him.
my brother right there.
I gotta meet him.
Tony is,
Yeah.
That's my dog.
Yeah, I
for
got
real.
you.
Me and Tony,
Go.
we embrace our countryness.
Yeah.
He's that other country boy. That's
Oh,
what he said,
dang.
you know, and we straight country boys.
Oh man.
and
Yeah.
we rock like that.
Oh man, I love them country
You know
boys
what I'm saying?
myself,
That's what
man.
we do, man.
It's what we do, man. Yeah.
All right, Big Tony, I appreciate you calling in, bro. I really do, man.
All right, yes,
You know what
sir.
I'm saying?
Later on. We'll
Hey,
see you later, Jim.
Okay, brother. Take care.
Tell old Killer I say what's up.
Oh yeah, we'll do, man. We'll do. You no doubt. No
All right,
doubt.
all right, bro.
Later.
Shout out to my boy Tony, Yeah, so Tony, he owns a trucking company. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? He got 18 wheelers and dump trucks and stuff like
Oh,
that. So
nice.
he does big, and like I said, man, just a good guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's somebody who started watching my show when I first ever started. Then we met. He was watching my show song. We met one day.
Gotcha.
And,
Gotcha.
and they broke bread, and we
Mhm.
broke bread, man. He been to the building all the time. You know what I'm saying? I had some things done. He helped me, and
Interesting.
and we just kind of push.
Each other.
We push each other and we push people. He sees what I'm doing
Mhm.
and what I try to do for people. And so he's just another arm in that. You know what I'm
Good.
saying? He's just an angel for real.
Yeah, man, that's great,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
That is wonderful to
So
hear.
he's definitely gonna push it out there as well. Hey y'all, like I said, it's been a great show, Jay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our relationship is formed.
Yes,
It's
sir.
that. So
Absolutely.
don't you right down the street anyway. So
Yeah,
I can't do nothing but pass you every
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I ain't
Yes,
gonna
sir.
come to bother the operation, but at the same time, I will be taking my stuff there.
Good deal,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
We
And-
appreciate
and
you, man.
That's what it's about. And so, hey, y'all, I appreciate y'all. I really do. Been a great week here at 5Cast doing our thing. Like I said, I shows every Thursday. But I will have a show, probably not. I'll have a show next Thursday, but that following Saturday as well, because the competition we did, what I did, the short film contest. So we're gonna do it tomorrow, but I got some things I have to do. So we're gonna do it next week. And so we'll bring all the filmmakers back in. We'll review the films that they made, you know what I'm saying, for the contest, and then we'll talk about their experience when they shot the movie and everything, and then we'll announce the winner right live on air. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and y'all have a great rest of your week because tomorrow's Friday. Make sure you need them slingshots. You know who to call. You know what I'm saying? The only one with the best slingshots and the best deals in town is 5Cast, and I'll talk to y'all later.
It's the king of love track, baby. Take, wheel. Take, wheel. Everybody take, wheel. Come on, take, wheel. Take, wheel. Everybody take, wheel. You got to speak to me, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Give you a jab to the nose and make you say what's up. I'm in the club, nigga, tuck with the bone barrel. When the music stops having singing, not Christmas carols. People hate me, man, I really do know why. They see the wings on my back and they know I'm gon' fly. So what the fuck supposed to do? Just try to please people. Got my NDK crew family and I don't big people. Remember, used to put newspaper in my tennis shoes. Used to walk around in them tennis, the many shoes. For party nigga, I was too thugged out for that. Never told all my enemies I couldn't be a rat. But niggas told on me, nigga, they got it in return. Now in they mama's living room in a nice earth. Fuck you, your whole crew, bitch, cause you gon' get caught. Blow your brains out in your lap, now hold that thought. Motherfuckers, stop pretending of a new era. Jay will get in it poppin', nigga, cause I'm so clever. You can love me, you hate me, nigga, but I'm still ready. G5 legacy never ending, bitch, stop pretending. This is the beginning of a new era. Jay will get in it poppin', nigga, cause I'm so clever. You can love me, you hate me, nigga, but I'm still ready. G5 legacy never ending, bitch, stop pretending. This just for my killers who just straight up murder. Leave you in the sewer dead just like a nigga turtle. I got connections with the real fucking black mob. And I'm trying to get it right for my man God. So any drama, dog, believe me that there's no problem. Niggas will torture your ass, you wish they fucking rob you. Menace to society, that's my favorite one. Desert Eagle 50 caliber, that's my favorite gun. My next is willing, yes, I'm done it for your fucking dome. You the homie kid cause you always running fucking home. Every K other boy, your house will clap it up. I run my mouth like a big booty bitch, I can back it up. Try niggas on pickups just like they did in Jasper. Keep fucking around, your new friend is gonna be Casper. You gonna be in the casket, people trying to coffin on you. But so many hoes ain't like it can't play golf for you. Motherfuckers stop pretending of a new era. Jay will get in it poppin', nigga, cause I'm so clever. You can love me, you hate me, nigga, but I'm still with it. G5 legacy never ending, bitches stop pretending. This is the beginning of a new era. Jay will get in it poppin', nigga, cause I'm so clever. You can love me, you hate me, nigga, but I'm still with it. G5 legacy never ending, bitches stop pretending. Fuck that shit, boy, I'm tired of being nice. White shit in the trailer, not no projects. They still got it, but you wouldn't run on my set. I kill niggas, dog, and also I kill time. Tell out my snitches, head to fucking moms. Niggas tell me, goddamn, they drop the fucking dime. Your brains are gone, now you out of your fucking mind. And niggas know I fight you, bitch. Young ready to strike, but they don't fucking understand to get the bitch. Get that head, that gun clap. Niggas stop beginning of a new era. Jay will get in and poppin', nigga, cause I'm so clever. You can love me, you hate me, nigga, but I'm still winning. G5 legacy never in the bitches, the beginning. This is the beginning of a new era. Jay will get in and poppin', nigga, cause I'm so clever. You can love me, you hate me, nigga, but I'm still winning. G5 legacy never in